So here I am with my wonderful client, Lital, and I'm going to ask her a few questions just so that she can share about her experience in working with me around something that was a very difficult issue for her. Firstly, tell me a little bit about what made you come to the work with me in the first place, what the area of your life that we addressed was like before we started working together.
Since I was about 5 years old, I had this huge phobia from snakes,
Okay.
which was very not compatible with the environment that I was in because there were snakes around, but I was very, very aware and afraid. And
Yeah.
it started when I was 5 in kindergarten. We had uh, this class with animals. Someone brought a snake to the class, and I was very brave, and I volunteered to have the snakes put on me.
Mm.
Um,
Mhm.
and I remember it like started to wrap around my arm, and the feeling was very not pleasant for me. And but I'm very funny, so everybody like I was like laughing, but I was really in distress, and everybody laughed with me.
Mm.
And that like the teacher she didn't notice that I'm really in distress, like I need her to take it away from me.
Uh-huh.
And it took like few more seconds or a minute for her to understand that I need her to take it off.
Mm.
And since then, I couldn't even see a picture of a snake. If I saw a snake on TV, I could start crying
Mm.
because it
Mhm.
was too much for me.
Yeah.
And over the years, I can't even see a drawing of a snake.
Right. Wow.
Like the drawing of a snake made me startle.
Yeah.
I couldn't be in conversation about snakes. Like
Uh-huh.
someone says the word snake,
Yeah.
I couldn't be there. I
Yeah.
didn't want to hear stories. I couldn't take part of those stuff. I remember that like growing up, everybody knew about my fear, and they knew that I can take it.
Hmm.
And there was few scenarios that people told me only after that, like you didn't see that there was a snake there.
Mm.
And apparently my brain is very like smart, and it protected me from seeing snakes. I was walking by next to snakes in bunch of scenarios, and I didn't see them.
Yeah.
I didn't even see them. For me, it was very like I accepted that there are stuff that I can't do. I
Hmm.
can't go by myself to nature. I'm not going in the fields. There's a lot of fields and like agriculture, like next to the place that I grew up in. I didn't go there, and
Okay.
it's a beautiful place next
Yeah.
to a river and everything. And I didn't go there by myself for sure. When I went there with other people, I was very aware. I was very stressed
Mm.
and couldn't like sit in nature and just loving nature and having fun and breathe and relax. It was very non-relaxing for me.
Right. Right. So it's really
And
affecting your quality of life in a very day-to-day
yeah,
way.
but for me it's like, okay, so this is not the quality of life for me. Like quality of life for me, I will be like calm in a room protected,
Wow.
uh nature is not a calming effect. Like it doesn't have a calming effect on me because of all this. And it wasn't just like snakes, it's like the
Centipedes.
worms and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
all things that maybe like moves the same way.
Yeah.
Too much for me, way
Right.
too much for me. I couldn't handle that. And then like so I came to Copenhagen, and I wanted to go travel. Like I wanted to see the waterfalls.
Hmm.
And to go to the waterfalls, I need to go through the jungle. Suddenly was alone in the jungle,
Yeah.
and all I felt that there are tons of snakes around me. Oh, and didn't tell like I had nightmares about snakes all
Mm.
my life. I
Tell us about
woke
the nightmares. Yeah.
woke up screaming. I remember when I was a little girl, I put pillows on my like the side of the bed so the snakes can come up.
Mm.
And I was dreaming a lot about snakes, and woke up screaming. And if I saw one by mistake in a television or something, I couldn't sleep that night.
Mm.
So anyway, when I went to the waterfalls, I remember like feeling that there are thousands of snakes around me,
Mhm.
and I needed to run away. I couldn't do it. I couldn't touch the tree. Like, you need to, the places that you need to hold the tree so
Oh,
you can,
yeah.
stabilize. So I was so scared. I ran up. I got into the car. I locked the car. Like
Mm,
something is running after me. And then
yeah.
I understood, like, okay, maybe the quality of life, like maybe it is bothering me. Like
Yeah.
maybe it is too much.
Too
Maybe
much.
I do need to take care of
Yeah.
it. But the first thing that I did was, okay, I need to take care of the anxiety. So I called Fluke and he said, well, you know what? I have a person for you. She can help you with that. And
Mhm.
I said, look, I'm a psychologist. I know how to deal with phobias. I know how to deal with fears. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do the exposure. I'm not going to do the CBT.
Yeah.
Not for me. No, no. I had like thousands of friends that wanted to do that for me. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. Like, no, I need to calm myself without dealing with the snake stuff,
Yeah.
without touching that subject.
Yeah.
And then he said, don't worry. She's not going to go with you to pet snakes. It's okay.
Remember when we first met and you were telling me all about being a psychologist and how you were very dubious about whether hypnosis was going to do anything for you at all. Do you remember that conversation?
I don't remember exactly what he said, but it sounds like me having a lot of knowledge, like theoretical knowledge.
Hmm.
Uh, it's not working to my benefits.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
I gained this knowledge to try to help myself. Everything I did in my life was me trying to heal myself,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everything like new that I went and learned and become a specialist,
Uh-huh.
it's me trying to help myself, not others. Like I'm
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
trying to fix myself.
I hear
And
you.
when I can't do that, like I'm going to the other course and another stuff and another certificate and another stuff. So it made me become a doctor. When I became a doctor, it's like, okay, I'm not healed yet. Probably not the answer
Yeah.
to gain more knowledge. Probably it's not the answer. And I see it in its form of resistance. A lot of resistance comes from this so much knowledge that I gain, and I like,
Yeah.
but I know that. I know this is how it is, and this is empirical, and this is science.
Yes.
And
Yes. And do you remember, because it was a while ago, it was over a year ago now, right, when we had our first session, because we've only had two sessions in total. Do you remember what the first session was like for you, what the experience was like?
yeah, I was very surprised of like the whole process of this. I really thought that you're gonna get me like evoking this anxiety in me, but you didn't. Like it was very, I didn't even notice how gentle, like it was so gentle going in the deepest net of disconnections that
Hmm.
I had. I remember like it was very comfortable.
Hmm.
It was like I was expecting so much resistance for myself,
Yeah.
but I wasn't as resistant as I thought. I remember it was easier, much easier than I expected.
Yeah.
Easier feeling, like I felt at ease.
Mm. At the end of that session, it's not, from what I remember, it's not as though you came to the end of that session and thought, right, I'm done with snakes. I'm all good, right? It wasn't that experience.
No,
No. Tell me about what
no.
it was like for you.
I was sure that, okay, we started something, we touched something. I was able to be in a very calm place and think about snakes. And we talked about a lot of there was a lot of changing in perspective of me and the snake and the snake and me. And we worked with the memory that I have from the kindergarten class. And we were making fun of it. And like we looked at it in a different way, which I never done.
Mm. Mm.
If you had explained it before, I would probably laugh because for me it cannot happen. So I understood like when we were done with the first session, I said, okay, that's interesting because I was able to go to these places. I was able to touch it.
Yeah.
And
And then what happened a few
and
days
I
later?
didn't think
So
it
just
next to the
to just to
pool.
give some background context, you live on a tropical island. Yeah.
Tropical island. Yeah, apparently there's a lot of snakes here, but like
Apparently.
before we met, maybe it's your fault, you know what? Because before we met, I didn't see even one snake.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see them. And like, my brain was protecting me. I
Yeah.
didn't see them. I knew that they were there. I was here, but I never like it
Uh-huh.
wasn't like we weren't together. They were there and I was here and like, okay.
Yeah.
all I wanted to do is go to the waterfall for one day
Yeah.
and to deal with this anxiety. And after we met, like a few days, it was a week, a few
Yeah.
days after that,
Few days. Yeah.
I was sitting next to the pool
Hmm.
and with friends, and then one of them said, "Oh, look, there's a snake." And I was jumping. What? Where? And I was so curious. Where is it? It's over there. It was about a meter from me.
Uh-huh.
What's very close, but it
Yeah.
was like wrapped around a pool. I was I didn't know what to do. And I remember like thinking to myself, I'm okay, I'm not panicking.
Mm.
I was expecting to feel this panic,
Mm.
like certain feelings, like certain contractions in chest, and I didn't feel it. And I kept looking at like I was glimpsing,
Yeah.
looking at it, but it was there. And then, it was moving around. And I was I was so excited. I texted you
Yeah.
immediately, you and Fluke immediately, like I saw a snake, I saw a snake.
Yeah.
And 10 minutes after that, I was in the pool swimming with my friends. And remember, oh my God, there was a snake here like 10 minutes ago. Where is it?
Uh-huh.
I don't know where it is. Okay.
Okay.
And I was like, what? How can it be? This is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. And that was after
I
one
didn't
session.
one session.
Yeah.
Like it was a few days after. And I told you and you said, well, you're over it. You're not afraid of snakes anymore. And I'm like, no, I am
Yeah.
afraid of snakes. You're not gonna tell me I'm not
Isn't
afraid of
that
snakes. I
interesting?
am afraid. Hmm?
Isn't that interesting that that was your
Yeah.
response? No, you can't tell me that I'm free of the fear. I'm still
No, no,
afraid.
no, no. Because but now I'm explaining this like this. Not like I am afraid of snakes, but it's not controlling me. And it's not controlling me. It's not dictating my life.
Hmm.
A few days ago, a
Right,
few
tell me about what happened. You were back home and you sent me that message when you were
oh,
walking in the forest.
yeah. So I was in my parents' house for a few weeks. I thought about the fields behind the house and there's all the river that's there. And I started to go for walks. And I was amazed. First of all, it's beautiful. And
Mm.
I was thinking, I missed I
Yeah.
missed that.
Wow.
Like I didn't have that because I couldn't like
Yeah.
these places I walked in this in these places before, but with people, and I was always so tense. I was always looking around
Mm.
and and I didn't have fun at all.
Mm.
I like all I wanted to do is like go away.
Yeah.
I was walking around these fields for hours,
Wow.
hours, almost every day. I was
Mm.
having so much fun with nature.
Yeah.
And suddenly I
It's
really
fun.
like I saw that it's beautiful and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so relaxing. And suddenly I have fun and relaxing time in the nature. It was unbelievable. Like I
It
couldn't
still makes
believe it.
me a bit
That's when
emotional to
I
hear you. It still makes me cry a little bit to hear you talk about this because for me, right, the fact that it's opened up this whole area of life for you that wasn't available to you into your, I don't know how old you are, into your 30s, right? I mean, amazing.
I'm
Like,
38. 30 years of my life I walked around with a limitation.
yeah, wow.
There are places that I can't be, and there are conversations that I can't have, and there are commercials in the televisions that I need to not see because it's too much for me. This is one of the reasons that I never traveled to India.
Mm, mm,
That's like, why aren't you going to India? Because there's snakes there. And suddenly, like, that's when I recorded you this message when I walked in the fields,
mm.
um, that I suddenly realized like a lot of stuff that I didn't do my whole life. And for me, it was like, okay, this is who I am. This is what I can and what I cannot do. And suddenly there's like, I can do so many stuff that I didn't even think about.
Yeah, the whole world of
And
possibility. And you were telling me just a moment ago,
I
we'll
think
go to the incident on the balcony in a second, but you were telling me just a moment ago about another realization that you had about infinity.
so, so lately I got this knowing that like life can be anything. there are infinity possibilities of ways that things will go. All I need to do is to choose one and
Mm.
go with it. If I want another story or another possibility, so I just need to change the story
Yes.
and then I'm going to leave it. It's that simple. And I remember that I can just switch.
Mm.
And it's that easy. It's that easy that it's
It's almost unbelievable, isn't it, how easy it is?
exactly, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. So tell me about the most recent experience.
So a few days ago, I just got back to the island. I had this new room and balcony, which is very like next to the jungle. And I was just walking, I was looking at my phone,
Hmm.
and suddenly I stepped on something and I realized it's a snake. I don't remember exactly what happened. I
Yeah.
was understanding that I'm stepping on a snake and I was so scared and I fell. I twisted my ankle and I fell.
Uh-huh.
So I was finding myself sitting on the floor on a snake with a snake, whatever he was trying to get away.
Yeah.
I was screaming my my lungs off. There
Right.
was a friend on the other side. I was screaming like, "There's a snake! A snake!" I was about to say panicking, but I wasn't panic.
Uh-huh.
I remember that I realized that it is a snake,
Yeah.
that this is what's going on right now. I just fell down on a snake.
Yeah.
Then I saw his tail like running away,
Uh-huh.
and I was sitting in my place. I didn't like run away.
So you
And
thought
I
to
was I
yourself,
remember that thinking that, oh no, I'm here, it's okay.
uh-huh.
I stayed on the balcony for I don't know, an hour
Mm.
and just like thinking, oh my God, there was a snake on my balcony. I was stepping on it.
Hmm.
I fell down on the snake and I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Like the worst thing just happened and I'm okay.
Mm.
I was more confused from that than the
Mm.
snake itself.
Yeah, that's such an important point. That's so interesting. And I hear this from clients all the time that when they do encounter whatever the phobia is, there is this incredible confusion that suddenly settles upon them because like, oh, hang on a minute. This is not going the way that my brain has coded it to go over and over and over again for my entire life. And it's a pattern interrupt. It creates confusion in the system.
It happened.
Hmm.
I'm okay. I survived the worst case scenario
Yeah.
and I'm okay and I'm still living in the same room. I am walking around like on my balcony or in the island thinking about or like more knowing
Hmm.
that there's a really big chance that I will encounter another one.
Hmm.
And I don't want it to happen. I'm like, but I feel like I'm not hiding.
Hmm.
Like I really don't want it to happen. I am watching where I'm stepping.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm stepping.
Yeah.
I'm going in nature. I'm not avoiding it. I would like to be like less occupied with these thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And that's certainly something that we can do another session on because it's been over a year since we've had a session, right? So
yeah,
there's definitely some fine tuning that we can do with you in this experience just to get you beyond the kind of hypervigilance of like having to scan your environment. But what's amazing to me is that you've had a very extreme encounter with a snake and that you were sitting there on your balcony and the thought that came to your mind was, I'm okay. I'm actually okay. So,
yeah. That was amazing. Like even you, like when I told you, you also like tried to help me like to calm down, and I'm like, I'm okay.
I think this is the thing that's important for people to understand, those people that maybe do have a phobia and are thinking about getting some support to be free of it, is that it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to love snakes afterwards. It doesn't, and it doesn't have to mean that either. But the
I
thing,
think I'm a good example of that. This is why I told you, like I'm having, like I have trouble being seen on camera and stuff, but I think this process is so strong. I'm such a good example. I could have figured it out years ago with all my psychologist friends and CBT around me and everything, and I knew exactly what the steps are and everything, but
mm,
and I chose not to do it because it was too much for me.
mhm,
And then like you came with this, I don't know, and it. it's easier and it's actually like work. The effort needed to go through it was more of the decision of me taking ownership on my life and my fears and the way that I'm dealing with things that are in the way.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was much harder to go to that point
Yeah.
than to go through the session.
What strikes me, because we did speak about you said I have a bit of a fear or a bit of a dislike of being on camera, even to do something like this. What I find so fascinating about this work is how we work on one particular, very specific area of our lives, like a phobia, and yet the effects start to filter through to all the different parts of our lives, like to other areas where we're like a little bit uncomfortable about something, and then there's a realization of like, actually, I can totally show up on camera.
I think it's kind of it's kind of a ma magic. Like it's a magic work. The connectivity and the flexibility of the brain is it's
Yes.
fascinating. And I really like after walking with you, I really I felt I didn't just know, I felt the magic that can happen when you dare to try and like get into this knots inside and dare to just play with them. I was so curious about how it
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a really amazing quality that you brought to the sessions because curiosity is like a game changer in terms of our ability to change, right? If we can bring curiosity to our experience, we're already streets ahead above a lot of people. So I really want to just celebrate that quality in you because it's gonna help you in future with all kinds of other challenges and troubles in life. It's just this quality of curiosity.
and also like one more thing that
Mm.
needs to like it's need to feel like there's like I can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
This
you
is
have to
what
reach
it
rock
was for
bottom.
me.
Yeah.
Like to I when I was in this in the waterfall and I felt like I can't deal with this anxiety anymore.
The change in your entire demeanor in your being, like the way that you actually show up in life is so pronounced. It's so clear to see from the outside. And so that's, yeah, something I just want to note because you're a different person to the one that I met. Really, like a different person. What does it mean to you to be free of this awful, awful fear?
Things are not just happening to me.
Mhm.
And it's about time that I will also be part of what's happening. And taking this ownership is I'm still learning how to do it,
Yeah,
but it changes everything. Everything is changing the minute I choose. And like here I chose to stop being controlled by this fear.
yeah,
Um, I never felt so free.
beautiful.
Like, walking around the jungle, walking around the fields in the childhood neighborhood, or
Yeah,
like I'm amazed that I didn't, like, I lived my whole life without that.
yeah, yeah. Wow.
Now, only now I see what I missed,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I have a lot of more years to come to enjoy that,
Yeah.
and it's really opened a path of past possibilities to come in to be a part of these infinity choices that I have. Like, I have more now.
Yeah, amazing. I'm so happy for you. I'm really, really happy for you. You've got your whole life ahead of
Mm,
you to enjoy nature, the greatest gift that we've been given, nature, and now you can enjoy it.
like everything is open to me,
Yeah,
not just a part of it.
yeah,
And that's freedom.
amazing. Freedom is what I'm selling. And
Yeah, yeah,
what
you did well.
what would you say to someone that is like a little bit on the fence about even considering doing hypnotherapy?
I think a lot of people scare
Yeah,
on, and I can understand that
yeah,
being afraid of making a really huge change,
mm,
um,
yeah,
like messing around with our brain. But I think that the most like important thing to remember here that no one, not like the biggest hypnotherapist in the world, can't make you change something
that's right.
that you're not willing to change yourself.
Exactly.
When you go to a hypnotherapist, you just give them a permission to help you help yourself
Yes.
to learn your connections and to understand like which knot to untie or where to go through, like to navigate inside your own brain.
Yeah, exactly. Great way
I
of
think
putting
this
it.
is what you did with me. Just help me to, you know, look from here. Like you see here, like, but it's all was like it was in me.
Mm,
Like nothing came from the outside. It was in me. I was just you helped me play with that
yeah.
and just like to put it in another side, but it was all me.
Thank you so much. It's been a joy, an absolute joy. Every time I receive one of your little messages, I'm like, oh my God. It gives me, yeah, great pleasure in my work to work with people like you and have you experience your own freedom. It really is a deeply meaningful thing for me as well.
I told you after I finally admitted that it worked. It took me a while to admit it worked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's okay. I have a list of stuff that I want you to help me to change.
We
Go over
can,
them.
we
I
can.
know. I will. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Yeah, for your
Thank you.
patience and I think like your sense of humor and your patience and your understanding. And you really felt me throughout all this process when we worked together. And after that, like I think the aftercare of that
Yeah.
you were still giving me on this topic and others is it's so important. It's really game changer.
Yes, yes. Thank you for mentioning that because the aftercare is hugely important and not a lot of people participate in that. Once you've paid your money, it's like, "Oh, oh,
Yeah.
okay, you're done." No,
No,
yeah,
no, no. So the aftercare was like I did the meditations that you recorded for me after the
yeah,
first session. Like I did my homework
yeah,
and
yeah,
I used you after
yeah,
the session and I think it made a difference.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. And
so
always
yeah, and you were amazing. So thank you for
thank
that.
you, thank you. You're
You're
amazing.
really good at what you're doing. Keep on doing it.
Thank you. I plan to.